Just want to go over this second Esdras a little bit more with you. It's been a while. I mention it occasionally, but it's been a while since we looked at the actual text. Right here, look what it says at the top that I have marked out for you. It shall be that all who will be saved and will be able to escape on account of their works or on account of the faith by which they have believed will survive the dangers that have been predicted and will see my salvation in my land and within my borders, which I have sanctified for myself from the beginning. So, do you understand that you must return to this land? Salvation, and look, I don't know if you've ever read Second Esdras. I'm not knocking you if you haven't. It's not included in the canon. I didn't even know about it up until a few years ago myself. But if you are a Christian, if you're anyone who's been talking about the Most High, reading the Word, doing anything related to the Most High, His Son, and His Word, and you don't understand that you must return to the land. If you don't understand that, I do have this knock on you. The entire Bible tells you this. It tells you what I just read to you here out of Second Esdras. So do you understand the hypocrite you are being if you read the word, if you talk to people about the word, and you don't understand that coming to his land means everything? So if you're not willing to believe, put your childlike faith into action, and return to his land on the feast days, you are a hypocrite. You're being played like a damn fiddle, and you're playing others like they are fiddles. If you don't understand that in the end, there would be those claiming to be the children of the Most High, but lie, but are actually the synagogue of Satan. If you don't understand that, you haven't read much word. If you don't understand that in the end there would be an imposter city and people, and that you would need to understand that and find out where his true land is, and that is where the salvation is. If you don't understand that, you're a hypocrite and you are a fiddle being played by serpents and vipers. Now I'm gonna show you some more of this second Esdras and let you see more of what I'm talking about here so you can understand what you have to do. Passover's coming up. We only got a couple weeks left until Passover. It's going to tell you that those who are sealed, if you claim to be sealed by the Most High, but you got no intention on coming to the set apart land, to the city on Passover, you are a fool, a hypocrite, and you are fattened for the slaughter. You're about ready to be burnt up. And actually, just to be keep it 100 with you, I think most of you are already gone. I don't even think you're real people, because anyone who would rub elbows with these workers of wickedness, with this orange God that y'all have bowed down and are kissing his ring, I don't even believe you guys are real people. There's a blockage in your mind, or this is the matrix or something. I don't know. Okay, this don't make no sense. But if you have any uh, sense of humility left within you, you need to turn your ears on, open your eyes, and listen to what we are about to read. And I'm not going to apologize for sounding like this. You need to wake the heck up right now, yesterday. Right here. But those who are left, starting at 48, but those who are left of your people who are found within my holy borders shall be saved. And we're going to read some of the words, some of the Bible, just so we can back this up. But like I said, don't come on here and say, well, this is extra. No, the whole Bible tells you the same thing. It tells you that only those people who are found at Zion are going to be saved. And if the only exception to that is if you physically are unable to make it. And if you're physically unable to make it back to these set apart borders, you must be mourning because you are physically unable to make it. It must be killing you that you can't make it to Zion. But what do we see? We see a bunch of people just living it up, giving one another in marriage. All they care about is finding a mate. They care more about dating on Facebook and who could possibly be their next man or lady than they care about. They don't care nothing about Mount Zion. They don't care about the Most High. This is all a show to you bots. Only those who are found within his set apart borders are going to make it. To make it. And you, if you're not a bot and you still refuse to see this truth, we're going to read about you right here. For as many, we're starting here at verse 9, right after the part I just read in the beginning of this video. Then those who have now abused my ways, and his ways are that you come to the house 3 times a year. You don't rob the Most High. You bring the fruits into the storehouse. That's your thanksgiving, your praise, your love for him and his city. You want to do his will. Then those who have now abused my ways shall be amazed, and those who have rejected them will, with contempt, shall live in torments. That's what you're living right now. You're already a part of that torment right now. You guys, I see so many people out here worried about tariffs and the economy and blah, 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 blah. We are to make our feet like that of deer. The deer could give a rat's behind about the tariffs or their cars and their clothes and the Benjamins, baby. Their only concern is all that. The only concern of that of deer is doing the will of the Father. That's it. So you guys are already out there being tossed around like the waves of the sea. You got no point of direction. And most quote unquote believers are worshiping after the beast, the image of the beast, the abomination that is laying waste, which your orange God, Netanyahu, all of them, they're all a part of that. So it's Team Satan. Don't rub elbows with Team Satan. It doesn't matter if they preach a good sermon to you on Saturday or Sunday. It does not matter. They can speak the word of the Most High. But if they're rubbing elbows with Team Satan and workers of wickedness, they're standing in your way of salvation. And salvation, you just seen it, and you're going to see it in the Bible. If you don't already see it in the Bible, you're either a bot or a hypocrite. Which one are you? Then those who have now abused my ways shall be amazed, and those who have rejected them with contempt shall live in torments. For as many as did not acknowledge me in their lifetime, though they received my benefits, and as many as scorned my law while they still had freedom and did not understand, but despised it while an opportunity of repentance was still open to them, these y'all must in torment acknowledge it after death. There's going to be no escape. If you're thinking, well, that's for the elect, or that's for, you're gonna be in torment from here on out if you don't acknowledge and understand all this. Now, nevertheless, they were not obedient and spoke against him. They devised for themselves vain thoughts. What do we see in the Bible? Don't have vain thoughts about the former times, about how they came out of Egypt, Mitzrayim, and had to come back to the land. Don't think that you don't have to do the same thing. Don't have vain thoughts about Mount Zion and where you are supposed to go. Don't propose to yourselves wicked frauds. Frauds. I can't believe these quote unquote believers who are buying this used car snake oil salesman crap from your orange God. It's ridiculous. I mean, plumb evil ridiculousness. They even declared that the Most High does not exist. You know how you declare that he doesn't exist? When you ain't willing. When you think you don't have to come to the house and bow before the throne. You're ignoring his ways. You're scorning his laws. You're denying his covenants. Do you understand? I wanted to read all this to you guys, but there's only like 2 of you that I know that'll listen to this, that understand all this. And I love you guys for that. But the rest of you bots, you hypocrites, you fiddles, and I'm not going to apologize for talking to you like that, because that's what you are. That's what you are. And like I said, you're being fattened for the slaughter. It is just like the days of Noah. They didn't believe that the flood was coming. They thought Noah was crazy for building the ark. And all they cared about was having a good time. until it was too late. They were fattened for the slaughter, just like y'all are being. Right here. Rise, stand erect, and see the number of those who have been sealed at the feast of Yahuwah. Take again your full number, O Zion, and close the list of your people who are clothed in white. If you don't care about Mount Zion, you're not clothed in white. If you don't come to Mount Zion because it means nothing to you, you're dead. Ascribe to Yahuwah, O you sons of the mighty, who are actual living people. Ascribe to Yahuwah esteem and strength. Ascribe to Yahuwah the esteem of his name. Bow yourselves to Yahuwah in the splendor of set apartness. You know, if you can't come to Mount Zion, if you don't care about this, if you think that Israel in the Middle East is the place, if you love this orange God, you're not bowing yourself to the Most High, you're flipping him the bird. Have fun with that. The voice of Yahuwah is over the waters. The mighty Most High of esteem thunders. Yahuwah is over many waters. The voice of Yahuwah is with power. The voice of Yahuwah is with greatness. The voice of Yahuwah is breaking the cedars. Yahuwah is breaking the cedars of Lebanon in pieces. And he makes them skip like a calf. Lebanon and Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of Yahuwah cuts through the flames of fire. The voice of Yahuwah shakes the wilderness. Yahuwah shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Yahuwah makes the deer, wink, wink, give birth, and strips the forest bare. That forest that's been hiding Mount Zion from your eyes. He's stripping it bare. And in his Hakal, Yerushalayim, Mount Zion, on the sides of the north, baby. You know, north side, everyone says esteem. Yahuwah sat enthroned at the flood, and Yahuwah sits as sovereign forever. Yahuwah gives strength to his people. Yahuwah blesses his people with peace. You want peace from all that ails you right now? The only place you're going to find it is in Zion, which is in Utah, the Wasatch Front, Provo, Linden. You know, in the story, if you read the story of the Lord of the Rings, Linden is known as the land of the singers. Like I've been telling you, they put the truth about what I'm telling you in all these movies, all these stories. It's in there. Linden, Vineyard, Lehigh, Provo, Mount Pleasant, all these towns, the sides of the north, that's where you need to go to if you want to find salvation. If you don't, toodaloo. It is good to give thanks to Yahuwah and to sing praises to your name, O my mighty Most High, to declare your loving commitment in the morning and your trustworthiness each night, on 10 strings and on the harp, to the sounding chords of the lyre. For you have made me rejoice with your work, O Yahuwah. I shout for joy at the works of your hands. O Yahuwah, how great are your works. Your thoughts are very deep. A senseless man does not know, and a fool, a fiddle, a hypocrite does not understand this. When the wrongs spring up like grass, and all the workers of wickedness blossom, with the money, cars, clothes, And the Benjamins, baby, it is for them to be destroyed forever. That's why you found favor in the world. So you can be fattened for destruction. But you, Yahuwah, are on high forever. For look, your enemies, O Yahuwah, for look, your enemies do perish. All the workers of wickedness are scattered. But you lift up my horn like a wild ox. I have been anointed with fresh oil, and my eyes look upon my enemies. My ears hear the evildoers who rise up against me. The righteous one flourishes like a palm tree. He grows like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of Yahuwah flourish in the courts of our mighty Most High. They still bear fruit in old age. They are fresh and green. Why? To declare that Yahuwah is straight, my rock, and in him is no unrighteousness.